Central. Hello, my name is Dave, and welcome to EGL Central. I am talking to Chris. Yes?
Yes.
It is Chris. Excellent. Would you like to tell us a bit about yourself and what you do here, Chris, for those who don't know?
So I am one of the main guys at EGL. That's probably how I'd put my title. I deal with everything.
That is the job description.
Yeah. Chris, one of the main guys.
Chris, the main guy.
Yeah, not the main guy. One of the main guys. I don't want to hog all the glory, but so I deal with everything from managing the accounts nowadays to lugging plasterboard around to help build the venue. At events, I generally look after the tournaments themselves or
done a really good job here.
Doing it. Well, it's getting better.
It's getting better. It's getting better today. Apparently, according to a month ago, it was just full of rubble.
Oh, it was an absolute
dust and dirt. And what you've seen, guys, it looks quite well. It looks quite nice from where we're sitting. Especially, I know you guys haven't seen around the venue too particularly much. It's quite nice. Obviously, it's there's only so much you can do. But I'm not saying that means it looks bad. What I'm saying is it looks, considering, because I have heard what it did look like before, they've made it look as good as it possibly can for this event, and it does look good.
We're going to be writing. I've basically written a blog about the events that led up to sorting out this event in terms of like all the different things that went into building the venue. That said, I didn't want to release it before the event because I thought if people saw the pictures of what it looked like at the start, they'd be too frightened to come because they'd think, why would I want to go play in a building site?
After the event,
yeah, exactly. So
this is what it was before, and this is what it was like after. But I know a lot of people don't see the events. All these events, so when I went to G2 and I went to G1 as well, I saw behind stage there. You always get the nice bits that everybody sees, these big, you see these things behind us, these plaques. What they don't see is what's behind the plaques. Like we can see here, there's cables and stuff that go around everywhere. It's always in the back. It's always in the background at every single event, but it's important.
That's production.
It's important. It's a production, and that's important that you don't try and get that sort of stuff in shot. But so you're in charge of, obviously, semi in charge of that reconstruction stuff. What are you in charge of today? You've been walking around, obviously, very busy. What have you been doing?
So in general at events, what most people will see me doing is watching over the tournaments. So we have a number of admin that generally deal with the nitty gritty bits, but I kind of oversee that, make sure it's going in the right direction.
Poke people who are doing it wrong. Why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing this? Go and do your job.
Poke's probably a bit of an understatement, but normally I would focus largely on Call of Duty, but this weekend we've been very short-staffed, so I'm running FIFA at the moment. I've got 5 games on the go now, so I'm kind of safe with that. And then when that ends, I'll probably get on with Call of Duty, kind of see where we are with the schedule, see where we're slacking, make sure that we get on top of the teams that are going slow, because most people don't really understand how tournament organisation works unless they actually do it themselves. Like once you've run, you don't know what it's like to run an event until you have actually run an event.
I ran a mini tournament on my channel a while back, and that was just. All it was people turning up and signing up, and it was still so difficult to organise, and that was just something tiny. This is huge.
Yeah, it's very time consuming, and if you make a mistake with the bracket, then that's basically the whole thing trashed and the integrity gone. So you've got to make sure those kind of things are absolutely, real tight. So that's kind of what we try and do. Like I said, we're pretty short staffed, but the staff that we've got are very experienced. I'd go as far to say that there's probably nobody in the venue who's run as many tournaments as Alex and Nick have. So it's good to kind of have them heading up Call of Duty, and they always do a great job.
Excellent, excellent. So I think that's us done. I do believe. Is that us done? Are we ready to go with the Mr. Production Man? Are we ready to go with the game? No, apparently we're not. Okay, so right, I can talk to you a little bit more then. Excellent. So Call of Duty, you are obviously a Call of Duty fan then, if you're running something like this. What has been your favourite moment of this tournament so far?
I've actually
that you've seen.
I've not seen a huge number of matches. I saw Demand win a game yesterday that they weren't expected to win against TC. I thought that was an impressive performance from them. I said this in an interview yesterday that it's always good, especially at the end of the game, like as more teams get better and the players and teams that are kind of written off early on, to see them come good, and after all like the hard work and stuff that they've been doing, it's good to see they're kind of coming together tactically and stuff like that. So I like that kind of thing. Tournament-wise, I'm kind of thinking that Epsilon will probably win. I released an article about
I think everybody thinks that Epsilon will win. I put them in before the tournament even started, I put them in the top 3, and now I'm putting them down as number 1. After seeing the way Infused have been playing and the way Enigma and TCM have been playing, because I put those guys at the top.
I think Enigma could be a surprise package now. I had Refuse as second place, the half Dutch, half English team. Torres, Rush, they always do really well in tournaments, crazy
Torres
as well.
played like a monster yesterday.
Yeah,
really
they're very, very good players, so I fancied them for second place. I often do, to be honest. But seeing them yesterday, they had a few slip-ups in the games that I watched, so they're going to have to tighten it up today. And the rest of the teams have all kind of got like one player standing in and stuff. Obviously, TCM have got Kylie standing in. We've also got... Infused as well. I've got Tommy standing in
Tommy,
as well, and it's good as Tommy
that's
is.
good. Yeah, Tommy is brilliant, but of course when you're so used to playing as a team, and you get someone new in, it can throw off the dynamic and stuff. But he did go off earlier.
Yeah, it can. But at the same time, it can offer that kind of wild card function into it, and all of a sudden you've got a player and a team that are all real talents. They have a good idea of how they can just fill into a role, pick it up as it goes along, and that can work sometimes. And it can throw teams off, and next thing you know, you're losing to a team who perhaps
that was the thing. That was the thing about G2 with Epsilon. They obviously had to replace Madcat for Gunchi.
Yeah,
because of the age restrictions, and that was the same thing as well, and the same with Infused here as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's really interesting to see how teamwork plays in Call of Duty. I'm not a big FIFA man myself. I honestly haven't played FIFA since the Nintendo 64, so I can't really talk about that too much. But is everything going well over there?
Yeah, it's going really well. We've had a lot of top players turn out. Obviously, we've got KSI here, who's
he's
kind of dominating
such
the
a legend.
headlines.
I've met him multiple times. He is such an absolute legend.
Yeah, he is. And then we've also got a lot of top players here. We had Dimitri win yesterday, who he won the qualifiers to represent the UK not so long ago. We've got Bazza here, who's making his return. Bazza has represented the UK a few times. He was in the CGS. We also have Bazza's little brother, who once won the Meet Your Maker's £10,000 tournament. With Shawzy, who's well known amongst the scene. Mover as well known amongst the scene. So we've got a real good turnout in terms of the quality of players that we've got on offer. So yeah, the FIFA tournament's going really well.
Excellent. Well, I think we can swap now to a commercial break or go over to the casters. I'm not quite sure what's happening. If Mr. Production Man could tell me what's happening. We're going to go. We're going to swap to the casters. Excellent. So we're going to head on board with Brycey and Chewy.